course, here in Murphy, North Carolina, one of the residents just using our flag depository. Thank you.
Of course.
And thank you for putting in the depository. You're a good citizen. Okay, we're here in Murphy today, North Carolina, at the main intersection of the 4 streets. Here right now doing historical document of how this street looked today, February 21st, 2025. Where are we, 2:30 in the afternoon? I don't know. Look up at the courthouse. Is that clock even working? Because the look of this intersection will change starting in the next couple days. Construction of the roundabout at the intersection of Hiawassee, not Hiawassee, Hiawassee, Tennessee Street, Peachtree, and Valley River. That's right. Now, if you want to find the intersection of Valley River and Hiawassee River, you got to go down Tennessee Street, of course. But that's neither here nor there. Once again, we're here for history, to see how it is today, and to see how it was. And to help us in seeing how it was, our guest star, the famous Cameron Killian.
Hello, Bruce.
Hello, Cameron.
On this cold, windy day.
Oh, it is. Tell us a little about yourself, Cameron.
Well, my name is Cameron Killian. I'm a 7th generation from Cherokee County. I've been living in the city limits since I was born, and my family's had property in town for over 100 years. And Bruce, like he said, we want to see what it looks like now, but we can also show what it looked like before with these postcards and photos, and give a perspective, because as many people know, there was once a roundabout here before called the Bull Moose Pen.
Really?
And it seems history will repeat itself with the Bull Moose Pen number 2, I suppose.
Apparently it is.
And that one was taken out around 1952-53 due to the highway expansion project and the increased traffic. So now it's the same thing. We have increased traffic and they're putting it back.
Okay.
It seems. As well as to help other things according to the plan. Help the business of Murphy and the pedestrians and draw more people. That's the plan anyway. But
all right. Well, why don't you give us a tour around the town, how it used to look in your postcards.
if you look over this way, you'll see the 3-story building.
Yes, sir.
That's about the only one left. We used to have more, but they burned down. But that building was built in 1910 through a partnership by a few businessmen, including a man named C.E. Wood. Well, the first business in there was a men's store, what they used to call a haberdashery, called Davidson's. And it's been many things through the years, including many people remember Coward's men's clothing store. But if we look right here, we could see what it used to look like. This was Murphy Hardware, and it burned down, but that was another 3-story building there.
Okay.
Then you can see here was the Opera House, which is now where the close to the Hen Theater is there.
I hope I'm getting this in focus. You tell me.
It should be okay.
Alright, my cataracts. Heck to get old.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have?
Well, we can show, if we look over this way toward the courthouse down Peachtree Street.
Yes, sir.
This was the old courthouse. It burned prior to this one being built. It did actually burn twice. Once in about 1893 and then again at about, I guess it was 1924, 25. But that's what it used to look like. And the new courthouse is in the same location. Before this courthouse, there was one that was right here in the middle of the intersection, near where the roundabout would go.
Huh. Did that one also burn down?
It burned in 1865.
Wow.
Right when the war ended, Civil War. And then they rebuilt it using the same walls. And they rebuilt it in 1868. So from 65 to 68, there was no courthouse. They probably held it somewhere else. But 1868, they rebuilt it. And then around 1890, 1889, they built this one here that burned twice. And the second time it burned, the walls were so damaged from the heating and cooling of the flames of water, they couldn't reuse it.
Where are we going now?
We're right up here.
Yes, sir. Oh, the top of that courthouse, also the cupola, was just replaced. Complete with many bullet holes.
Arrow.
And even an arrow. Look back on my videos from a few years ago. I've got that well documented.
Now, if we look over here, the corner of Peachtree and Hiwassee, we'll see the Murphy Art Center. We've seen their work all over town. I'm sure most people have from here. But before they were there, the Regal Hotel was there. From 1910 until about 1978, give or take, 76. Just like many other buildings, a fire caused its demise.
And you actually are sitting, or were sitting, and will sit again, on some chairs.
Yes.
From the Regal.
These came from the dining room after one of the renovations. These were the chairs they chose to furnish the dining room. And I have a postcard somewhere that shows the chairs. I'll have to look.
And you also, at home in your collection, have the front desk ring-a-dingy bell. Ding, 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 service.
Yep, we've got the bell that came from there. This here is pre-bull moose pen. And you'll look here. This was called Duke Park. That was prior to automobiles. And there were 4 massive trees in the intersection. And before they were cut, they were hanging over all the buildings on each corner, and they had to cut them. They were too big. And they were afraid the storms would knock them over onto the buildings. But those trees were brought here when the county was formed, 1839, 1840,
Okay.
and planted. And by this point, 1910, you could see how large they were. This was a 3-story building.
All right. 1839. Would Hunter have been involved in this?
He was around. Yeah, he was. He would have saw them as they were planted and as they grew.
All right. What else do we have here? We're getting towards the end of this first clip. We're going to do about a 20-minute segment, give or take. And to be honest, I haven't timed it. I always hate that when people say, to be honest. I always think, oh, so you've been lying to me the whole time. Well, to be honest, no.
This is one people have probably seen before, but this is looking down Valley River Avenue here, and we can see the bull moose pen.
All right.
And the fountain, which was installed in 1917.
So down Valley River, I'm looking to the Methodist Church.
Yep, you can see the church still there, still looks the same. Monty Drug Store, Parker's Drug Store, E.C. Moore Dodge.
Okay, now Dodge, is that the one that had the ramp to
Yeah.
go up to the second floor?
Yeah,
That was cool.
they put the cars up there too to store them.
That was still here in the 1980s, that ramp.
what it looks like. And then if we look here, it's hard to see, but right in here, you can see the chairs in the dining room.
Sweet. Okay. And of course, if you have any memorabilia like this laying around, I doubt you would hurt Cameron's feelings if you got a hold of him. He hangs around a lot at, what is it, estate clearing?
All-American.
All-American Estates. It's down here.
It's in the old Dickey Supply.
In old
All right,
Dickey
Bruce,
Supply
turn and look
store.
right here.
Yes, sir.
There's a good picture there.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Now that is another question. What is going to be in the new roundabout?
I think it'll be too small to put much from what I saw on the plans, but some people said to put the fountain bag, which still exists, but if you put the fountain bag, what if someone runs over it? And it's gone forever.
Yeah.
So I say build a replica fountain.
That's the Murphy spirit. I was young once.
Here we have another
Decades ago.
image.
Okay, once again towards...
Valley River Avenue.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up this part of it, and then we'll take a walk through the intersections and get some kind of musings. But once again, just another view. And Cameron, thank you again. This has been great. And oh yeah, well, you'll be back on part 2.
That's right, thank you.
And once again, this is to document history of Murphy. We love it, love the town. It evolves, everything changes, but still nice to remember how it was. Any parting words, Cameron?
Well, we just hope whatever happens, it's for the benefit of the town. Of course, we want it to grow, but we want to do it the right way. And part of me does like the idea of a roundabout, since we had one before that I never saw. It was before my time. But I'd like to see an incorporation of some kind of the old roundabout to the new one. I'd like to see some sort of homage paid to it, if that's possible.
Excellent. And on that note, we'll see you on part 2. Till the next time, see ya.